What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over a money play found in the Cincinnati Bengals offense. We've talked about this before, and we're going to kind of continue on with this. Now, this time we're using the Minnesota Vikings. I'm kind of going to be balancing back and forth between the Patriots and the Vikings. The reason I like the Vikings is because they have post-flag elite, and then they also have slot apprentice, so it essentially takes care of what we really need. But we're going to be going back into tight flex, and we're going to be using slot curl. Now, you do need to make sure that you have slot apprentice, and if you have slot-o-matic, that's going to be even better with post-flag elite. I don't know if you can combine those or not, but it's going to be the best combination to be able to get the best ad catches, because that's all that matters is abilities this year. And so make sure that you have Adam Thielen in at the slot, and then Stephon Diggs out at the wide receiver, outside wide receiver, because he has post-flag elite. You can get ad catches. Literally, that's all that matters. The play that we're going to be using today is slot curl. Now, if you guys have backfield mismatch with your running back, not a lot of people run that because everybody runs the ball with freight train. But if you do have that, it's going to be really helpful in getting ad catches also against middle linebackers, and there's nothing you can do about it, even with the user. So, cover 3 sky against any kind of cover 3. What we want to do is set it up. The setup is going to be the same for everything. It's going to be a little bit different for where we want the ball. But for cover 3, we want the 2 wide receivers, this guy and this guy, on the wide side. Now, I'm running a strong slot. You could run strong slots. You could also just run HB slot if you have backfield mismatch. So your running back is going to be where the tight end is. So you don't have to make that substitution and mess around with it. Just a little tidbit right there. And come on. Oh my goodness. We ran into the glitch. But what you want to do is you want to put Y on a post. And then this is essentially interchangeable with a cover 3 and a cover 2 for the most part. It's going to be random the same. Is going to go ahead and drag your tight end, block your running back, and then hitch B. Now, we got the non-move camera glitch. You love the game. But we're going to be looking for either Stephon Diggs or Adam Thielen, Rudolph, or Johnson. Johnson kind of depends on where the user chases. But let's go ahead and just snap this ball. So right here, we'll look for Stephon Diggs, ad catch, because we have a Super Saiyan ability on our player. You could throw that coverage anyways. But you can see right there with post flag elite, you're going to be able to get those ad catches. Slot-o-matic, this post route takes a little bit of time to develop. And if you do have the time, then you're going to find that the posts get underneath the deep zone as well as over the top any kind of flats. We'll see if we can hit it right here. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, because our pass rush is just insane. But the bam right there. Slot-o-matic is going to get you those kind of... It's not going to get you the diving animations. But diving animations based off of the distance of the ball thrown. You're going to be able to get those diving invincible, can't touch me catches almost exclusively. It's absurd. But pretty simple. Again, it's creating a high-low read. So you can see right here, we can take out underneath stuff. And that's going to be cover 3, cover 4, pretty much covered right there. Cover 2 is a little bit more tricky. Cover 2, you really got to understand you have to have this on hash mark. You cannot run this on the middle of the hash. You got to have this on hash. If you're going to try, then good luck. It's not going to work all too well for you. But Tampa 2, this corner route, if you have the combination of dashing deadeye with slot apprentice or wide receiver apprentice, post flag elite on both of them, it's going to be really deadly, because this corner out by itself, without having to run out and suck down the cloud flat, will get over the top of a cloud flat after a good amount of time. If you have dashing deadeye, you're going to suck it down even quicker, and you're going to be able to hit that corner out a lot faster. Let's just go ahead and wait for this corner out. Again, this is going to take a little bit of time, but right about there, bam, post flag elite. You can see we're going to add catch, even though it's possession catch for an easy touchdown. If you have dashing deadeye, you might want to go ahead and just start rolling out, and that's going to pull that cloud flat down even quicker. With Kirk Cousins, he doesn't have it, so we're kind of just stuck in the pocket with whatever kind of arm power he has. But you can see even with Kirk Cousins non-dashing deadeye, we can hit it. So right here, we'll look for Y a little bit later. Bam, pass lead it to the outside. If you don't get that leaping catch on the sidelines, because this is an animation-based game, you can see right there, you're going to be able to make an easy completion as well. It's a really simple play. It does require slot apprentice or hot route master, either one of those, or wide receiver and apprentice even. So, but if you got a slot-o-matic, just something with better route running, honestly. That's all you need to beat man coverage. You're going to find that this play is going to be extremely deadly. In fact, I just got out of the game with a friend of mine, and I had 94 pass percent. I think I missed like 1 pass, maybe 2. I think just 1 pass that entire game. I just ran this play the entire time. This is the exact setup. Super, super good play. And it's pretty basic, honestly. You are going to find that if you don't have Slot-O-Matic or Route Technician, that man coverage is going to pretty much smother this play because of how important abilities are this year. So let's go into cover 2 man. Post flag elite, I don't know if it actually gets better route running. As far as I know, it doesn't from what I've tried. I don't really buy it that people say it does give you better route running. I don't believe you, frankly. But I do know Slot-O-Matic gives you a little bit better route running from the slot only. But even with post flag elite, we'll probably still be able to ad catch it. This alone, if you don't have route technician, will not beat man coverage. It just won't. The drag, on the other hand, ran by Rudolph. If you have a fast wide receiver, like let's say you had Tyreek Hill or you put in Dalvin Cook or whoever he is in at the tight end position, you're going to have some speed mismatch and you're going to be able to get that ball off a little bit quicker. I kind of am anticipating that Rudolph isn't going to be able to beat his man. We'll look for either the post route or the flag route. Yeah, you can see right there. I guess maybe post flag elite does give better route running. I sometimes won't buy it though because I've noticed sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You never actually know with this game and how inconsistent it is. But again, this is a setup. Slot-O-Matic with Slot Apprentice. We'll look for the post route right here. Yeah, you can see he gets a little bit of separation, but if they have a better corner on him, it's probably not going to get as good of separation. So honestly, I'd say route technician over Slot-O-Matic. Slot-O-Matic just gives you better catching animations. I gotta laugh at it. It's silly that we have to have route abilities for man beating routes, but right there, again, post route, you can hit the hitch as well. The hitch is going to be a little more tricky. I don't know what they've done to this game. I don't think a lot of us have. But hitches, for some reason, especially now, they don't always work as well. You can still hit them on a low point pass, like right there, bam, low point pass. And that's what may happen. A good example of what may happen. But if you can low point pass, oftentimes you'll find that hitches and curls still beat man coverage. I have noticed as of late, I'm sure there's some secret patch that they released, they don't seem to be able to beat man coverage as easily, but they still kind of work, I guess you could say. Right there again, post, you can hit that little corner out, I want to say flag route, corner out route, whatever, corner route every single time. That's a little bit about man defense. I will say this formation is not good against people that like to blitz heavy. I mean, you guys know who I'm talking about. Those slobber knockers that just send 50 at you all game long. Type flex will struggle against that. Even just sending the 4-man out of that cover 2 sink out of the 1-4-6, it's going to struggle against it because you kind of have to flip your play and then it just messes it all up. So if you're going against a blitz heavy player, guys, I recommend you go into the tight gun tight slots HB weak instead of tight flex. But as soon as they get out of sending pressure, you can then audible to it. I chose the wrong play, but it's nice because you can interchange between the two. So if you're like, hey, they're a heavy blitzer, audible to tight slots HB weak. If they are a heavy zone player or a man player, or whatever kind of coverage player they are, you can go ahead and get into gun tight flex and just really torch them up and down the field. So again, slot curl. This time we'll go into a cover 4 drop show 2. I'm going to even go ahead and press this. We'll set up the same exact way. Y on a post, A on a drag, B on a hitch. Snap the ball, and you'll wait for a Y, pass lead it down and to the outside, bam, dot. You guys may be thinking, well, that's bailout. Well, that's called Slot-O-Matic. That's what I call it. Whoop, this almost break my controller. I call it Slot-O-Matic. I don't know what I just did right there. Let's go ahead and reset. But even post flag elite will be a lot better, honestly, than Slot-O-Matic. With slot apprentice and post flag elite, this is going to be absolute death to any opponent that wants to try and just play zone coverage or man coverage against you. Stephon Diggs is going to be a little more tricky, but you can still see, bam, post flag elite. We're going to catch that even if they tackle us. It don't matter. It don't matter at all. So pretty easy to beat cover 4. Cover 4 palms and quarters. Palms, sketchy. I'll say it like that. It's very sketchy to run against because it's inconsistent. You don't know. Some games it works. Some games it doesn't. It's kind of a hope and pray kind of defense that it does work. But let's go ahead and get into cover 2. Tampa 2 is something I will talk about more specifically. And this is where having the position of the ball matters a lot. If you have your tight end and wide receiver on the wide side of the field, that hitch that you put out there isn't going to pull that cloud flat down. So be sure that you do have him on the short side of the field wherever you put your hitch. You noticed earlier we were able to pull this off It just seems to work a little bit better if you do have the hits on the same side of where you run that post route. It's right there. It's just a lot more separation and less chance of them being able to click on and make a play on the ball. So, last two to talk about. And it's going to be cover 4 quarters and palms. Cover 4 quarters, it sucks, honestly. It's not that good of a defense. But it's kind of inconsistent as well. Some games it'll work, some games it doesn't. But let's go back into slot curl. We'll move this over because we need post flag elite to beat his man coverage, or at least pretty much essentially force the outside quarter into a deep zone more so. But we'll set this up the same exact way. We'll look for Stephon Diggs. I'm assuming he'll beat his man coverage right here. He doesn't see that. There we go. That's post flag elite right there. That's why you get post flag elite. Right there, you notice that post flag elite did not activate, even though it matched. Don't ask me why they just automatically dropped down again. This game sucks. But we'll do this one more time. I'm assuming we should be able to hit the drag, or not the drag. Did we just get like, we just got disengaged. Oh, the loves and joys this game bring me. We just got straight up. We are getting A-gapped. But you can see right there, post flag lead's going to make that catch. We're getting A-gapped, randomly A-gapped out of a stock curve 4 quarters with a blitzing middle linebacker. EA Sports, it's in the game. But oftentimes you're going to be able to hit that post route. Essentially, against any kind of cover 4, you just want to force a high-low read. That hitch can be an option depending on where their user is. One thing I would like to mention, though, is in any kind of deep zone, if it's a cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, if they're using the same side of where these 2 wide receivers are, and say you have this guy in a post route and this guy in a streak, the odds are extremely high that they abandon their zone to chase that post route in anticipation of that corner being picked up by the outside quarter or third, whatever it may be have out there. So if you notice that they're picking up on that post route, go ahead and send it on a streak, make them abandon their zone, or leave that post route open, and just a little bit more of an option to work with as well. Otherwise, if you notice that they're using the linebacker, like one of these 2 middle linebackers, just stick with the setup the entire time. They're not going to be able to stop it by using one of these middle linebackers. Now, the last one is cover 4 palms. Palms is broken. It is legitimately broken. It's stupid because sometimes it's like the best defense in the game, then other days it's like it's non-existent and your players don't know what's going on the field. But we'll go back into tight flex again, the slot curl, set it up. Oops, if you go too fast in practice mode, the game doesn't register and it freezes. But we'll look for this post route, or not this post route, this corner route, bam, bam, bada bing, bada boom, post flag elite. Who gives a fluff? You can throw that anyways, and you can make it a pretty easy catch because of it. The last one is this little post route. Again, this hitch is an option depending on where they're using. But it's right there. We take this underneath stuff fairly easily. Truck somebody. Most people like to use the 3 cook and cover 4 palms, or any kind of cover 4 quarter palms. It doesn't matter. Just for the sheer fact that they feel a little bit more in control. So you can really just take advantage of that, honestly. So we'll just snap the ball again here. We can hit that post route. But we're getting disengaged. Block 6, send 4, get disengaged. That's the way this game rolls. Oh, come on, step up. Oh, okay, you know what? This is why palms is so broken. We just got, our receiver got ran into by the defender, and we couldn't make it. Let's try it one more time. Come on, cover 4 palms, please, for the love of... We're getting like... Holy crap. Look at why. We're gonna... Wow. This is how you play good defense. The freaking CPU defender ran into him. Not once. Not twice, but I'm pretty sure 3 times. If the... Who knows, for what odd reason, if the linebacker does not bump the post route 5,000 times... you will find that he's going to be able to be his man. Otherwise, you're going to take the underneath stuff. We'll try this one more time. This is why palms is so infuriating, because it's inconsistent. So, yeah. That time, he didn't get bumped. We had the post. Of course, the one time I'm not looking for the post because I'm expecting the drag to get open, the post to get bumped 5,000 times. The post route gets open. But... if they don't get rerouted by the quarter flat, or they don't, it's not even getting rerouted, he just runs into him, then you're gonna be able to hit that post route with, again, Slot-O-Matic's gonna it'll work. But Post Lag Elite is going to be the best because you can just ad catch the freaking crap out of them. But that's going to take care of this video. Again, if they're a blitz heavy person, don't use type flex. Just go into gun tight slots HB week and use that previous play we talked about in the video. That will be in the description. So be sure you check it out if you missed out on that. I recommend gun tight slots HB week if they're a heavy blitzer. Otherwise, if they like to sit in coverage, hop into that type flex and just start spamming this one setup over and over again. So anyways, that's going to take care of this video. It still stands 15 likes and a few days. It may be, well, if this is probably coming out on Monday, it may be Thursday, Friday even, before the mini scheme starts to get posted. I am going to be posting a full scheme out of the Cincinnati Bengals offense, which is going to cover a little bit how you can pick up about the blitz and then a few other things as well with run plays, red zone offense, all that stuff. So be on the lookout for Meisterman to have that. But yeah, that's going to take care of this video. I can't believe how fast we're growing right now, honestly. Mind blown. Appreciate every single one of you guys. But until next time, get in the lab. This has been T Meister. See ya.